take questions.
Just really proud of our team finding a way to win the game. Went up 10-0, blocked the punt. Then momentum went the other way after the interception. Right before half, JC stops him on the fake field goal. We're able to get the Hail Mary. Proud of our offense in the second half. Felt like we were able to really run the ball, converted on a couple of fourth downs. Harrison Nevis was incredible on that 50-yard field goal. And then, for them to go down and score to make it a 2-point game, our quarterback's out, for Beatty to put it on his shoulders and to give us that rush, 254 yards. Just really proud of him, and congratulations to Martez Manuel for his first career interception. So a lot of team stuff in that game to find a way to win. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
We'll start with Dave Matter.
Hey, Eli, can you say what happened to Connor, if you even know at this point? And at what point did Tyler become your choice to replace him should something like that happen?
I don't know exactly. It looked like a soft tissue injury and still evaluating that, but I think it's a soft tissue injury. It was really situational. We've been practicing Mako and some 4-minute offense stuff. And on that down and distance, we were just, I didn't want to try to force the ball, was trying just to make it into a manageable field goal range. And that was a play that Mako had been practicing and executed well. So that's what we went with. But Brady's right there too. If it had been a different situation, probably would have went with Brady, but that was a situation we knew Mako was ready to execute. And then at the end of the game right there, felt like we were going to need some quarterback runs potentially. And for him to pull it on that last zone read for a touchdown was pretty cool.
Eric Blum.
Hey, Eli, did you see the necessary improvements coming off the bye that you were hoping for from your team tonight?
I have to go back and watch film. I think we really wanted to start fast in the first quarter, and we did outscore them in the first quarter. We wanted to cut down on penalties. I don't think we did that. And then the turnover battle, I think with that last interception, we maybe got it to even. So I think that's good.
Lila Bromberg.
Eli, could you walk us through that decision and play call at the end of the first half to get that touchdown?
Once we had one timeout left, and I thought, if they didn't make it, we would have maybe a couple of throws. And then once they faked it, I think there was 15 seconds left. We threw it to can we get them to be quiet out there? We threw it to Barrett on an out route, and then we had another play, and they threw it to Beatty, and then we were able to go Hail Mary there. We were trying to get in field goal range, but we're just about 5 yards out of field goal range, so we went with Hail Mary.
Callum McAndrew.
Hey, I'm just wondering, talking about Tyler Beatty a little bit there. He went for 294 yards today. Just are you running out of superlatives for this guy, or what's going on here?
I guess he did go 294. I mean, he's a great player. I've been saying it for a long time. He's probably the best player that nobody's talking about. He's really the engine that drives us, and he's just got a big heart. And he's a competitor and showed it tonight.
Mitchell 40.
Eli, you've obviously been willing to feed Tyler plenty of carries all season, but never quite to this extent. Going into the game, did you expect him to have that type of a workload, or was it something where you just said, it's working, let's stick with it?
We're just trying to win the game. He wants to win. I want to win. This team wants to win. And we're just trying to do whatever it takes to win this game. And that's what it took.
Wilson Moore.
Eli, going back to that last play of the first half, is there a specific range that you and Connor are comfortable airing it out to the end zone there, or is that more of just a feel thing?
No, I mean, we got a arm distance where we feel like he can throw it, and then we've got a leg distance where we feel like Harrison can kick it.
Andrew Kaufman.
Coach, I know it's just after the game and you don't want to play the what-if game, but if Connor can't go next week, who is the number 2 quarterback? Do you have someone in mind?
I got no idea, Andrew. I haven't. I'm gonna sip on my Diet Coke and go trick or treating, and then we'll figure it out in practice Tuesday, Wednesday.
Bill Pollock,
Yeah. Hi, Coach. Two quick questions about that play. Did Tyler Beatty, before the Hail Mary, did he slip or did he go down trying to stop the clock? And then just talk about the momentum that play carried you into the second half and how big that was to kind of carry you guys, because you looked a little flat there.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed. That's just an intelligent football play by Tyler Beatty. Being in the middle of the field, if he tries to get too many more yards, the clock's going to run out. We're not going to have a next play. So he surrendered himself, went down, clock stops. We were able to use our last timeout and get the perfect play call on. So tribute to him in his football intelligence. And absolutely, I mean, what happens right before half usually carries you off. That's why I've been, it's why there's a philosophy about how we play the before half. And so it was a good deal for us.
and a last question from Mitchell Forty.
I know obviously it's right after the game. You haven't had a chance to look at film yet, but do you have a sense of maybe what went into those two long runs, quarterback runs for Vanderbilt?
Yeah, I mean, anytime the quarterback runs in a 6-man box, then you've got to fit it perfect. Otherwise, they're a +1 on you with the tailback lead blocking. So obviously, we got out of our lanes. Our free safety wasn't able to knock it down. So, I'll have to go back and look. I think one of them we had a twist stunt on, and we weren't able to get the end back across the tackle, so it created an extra A gap or a wider A gap than normal. But I'll have to go back and look. Thanks for ruining the last part of that question, Mitchell. I was on a high note, and then you had to bring that up, buddy. Appreciate it. No problem.
Thank you, Coach. We'll be right back with players.
Appreciate y'all, man.